Get it happy. Ow. Ow. Ow.
That's an inside joke.
No.
Oh.
I've been doing that since Sunday.
Oh, gosh.
All right, here we go. And we start the leg over. It's gonna stop.
Oh, I said, you got notes?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Dining Room Table with Dim Clays and friends. I'm Carlton.
I'm Kendra.
And we are very privileged to have one of our very good friends here on the Dining Room Table.
Yes.
She's getting her hair situation together. She's a poet, spoken word artist, businesswoman, the host of Dim Say What, actress. You name it, she does it. We have Miss Sa Jules.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
And she's also, today's her birthday.
Yay.
So,
Happy birthday.
I mean, by the time y'all see this, it won't be her birthday, but since we're recording today, we're just going to give you a happy birthday. So.
I appreciate that. Thank
no
you.
problem. How you feeling today?
I'm tired. I'm so tired. Oh my God. I've been working because I'm getting ready for Life Vlog, so
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Gotcha. Everybody that's on our live feed, thank you so much for tuning in to the Dining Room Table. And
Hey, D.
we'll be
happy birthday.
and we'll be reading some of your comments too as well. So we're gonna go and get started. Today we are talking about success and support. We are all artists here at this table, so that's something that I think that'll be great that we should discuss. At one point in time, we were looking for support. Mm-hmm. And of course, everybody has their own definition of success. Mm-hmm. So I think it's something that we could just kind of discuss, something light and brief. I can go ahead and start by saying that there was once a point in time where I cared about support. Mm-hmm. As far as more so the home team, like as far as from being from Augusta, and I cared about people here in my city supporting what I do. Mm-hmm. And it could get discouraging when you have people in your own family who see what you're doing, but they don't support you at all. Like no shares, no likes, no comments, no nothing. Mm-hmm. And B, you have people that you think should be rocking with you because y'all grew up together, or because y'all in the same circles or whatever, but you're not receiving that same support as you see other people getting. And that for a while used to bother me. But I got to the point, and I have to give a shout out to my cousin Neil. It still drilled in my head. He was saying that he said, "Cause you give too much energy to people who don't support you versus people that do."
Right.
And so once I finally listened, because he said it, I wasn't trying to hear it. Mm-hmm. But once I finally listened to it, once it was in my spirit and I listened to it, then I was like, okay, he's right. Mm-hmm. So you get to the point now, it's just like, you know what? I rock with people who definitely 100% support me. And I appreciate y'all 100%. Because at the end of the day, like, I don't want y'all to feel slighted because I'm giving attention to the naysayers. But if we're honest, it's so easy. We're in tune, or it's in our nature to sometimes lean towards the negative a lot of times. So absolutely. It's easier to, because you can get 99 good comments. Your show was great, but you see that one negative comment, oh, that sucks, and then it's like, bam, I'm gonna clap back on it. So it's in our nature sometimes to respond to that.
I have that line in one of my poems. The poem is called Life, and in there I talk about like the different types of depression and things that get you down. And one of the lines is, I can get 10 yeses and one no, but I'm going to focus on the one no because I need everybody to get it. So, yeah, absolutely. I think it's ingrained in us to focus on the negative stuff instead of the positive.
Right.
I mean, you have to get to a point where you know that you support yourself and you can't focus on everybody else. Because if you believe in your dreams, then that's all that matters. I mean, yes, it feels good to have people that support you and have your back. But if you know this is something that you want to do and you have a passion for it, then you have to be your own support system sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
go for it.
I think it's again. I think not saying I'm not. I don't want anybody to think that we're saying like don't have support because the support system is very important. In the artist realm, it can get very lonely. So I feel like you need that support system, not only to just encourage you, but to keep you honest too, because you don't want a whole bunch of yes men around you either.
Yeah.
So support is about an honest team that loves you and is going to push you towards your greatness.
Yep. And they have to be genuine because people will support you so long as it benefits them. And then when they're done using you, then they just toss you aside like an old pair of shoes. Never to be seen or heard from again. So you have to be very cautious about who you have in your space. I've learned that lesson the hard way.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
I think just piggybacking off of you because we're kind of like we're kind of kindred spirits, like the same. I think as far as like we have our hearts are so big, and like sometimes we want to see the good in everybody, and we want everybody to win. I think what it is like because we're not selfish people,
right?
And for me, it's like I want people to. It's not even really about me. Yes, I want to win too, but I want the people around me to win. But sometimes people take advantage of that. They see the big heart that you have, and they're like, "Okay, I'm gonna latch on to this person." And like you said, until I'm gonna use everything I need to guide that person. And once I'm done, then I'm moving on to the next.
Absolutely,
that's happened to me several times, and it's been heartbreaking. But I'm learning how to use my discernment.
Yes.
That's very important. I think it's very important because again, that could lessen the blow of heartache and heartbreak and stuff like that.
Yeah, you won't put yourself out there. You won't be left wide open because people that are manipulative and they're users, they can sense that, and they'll hop onto it. I mean, they'll jump on it like a little jackrabbit. So definitely be careful. I too had the MC Hammer syndrome. Where I just, my heart is so big and I feel like, because I wasn't getting support. So when I would see somebody who needed support, I would kind of like give them everything I had in me to give. And then when they were done using me, they left. So, and then, I like to give. I don't want to see anybody struggling. If I have it, you have it, And I had to, after having a couple conversations, with like 2 different people, I was like, you know what? They're right. I need to listen because I'm the one that's sitting at home with a broken heart. Wondering why I ain't got no friends. I mean, I have friends, but wondering why they kind of drifted.
Yeah.
But you always want those relationships though, where you pour into people and they pour back into you. Yeah, you don't go looking for. You don't do things to get stuff back, but that's just common life where you sow into somebody and you reap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you don't want a relationship where it's like you putting all your energy into that person, all your support, and you're not getting that back. I mean, you can sit here and lie and say, I don't need it. You do need it. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
So you need to find those relationships, like you said, that's genuine, and you can get that genuine support, and you genuinely support them.
Absolutely.
Always interchangeable. So
what I love about God is this happens to me quite often. Like when somebody leaves, God brings somebody to take their place. Yep. I love that. He brings the person that is supposed to be in your life. I was having a conversation with Maine about this as far as like my co-host for Fire and Ice and one of my friends. And I was talking about like the reason, season, lifetime. I was explaining that as far as people that's in your life for a reason, a specific reason. You have people that's in your life for a season, and that's a specific time period. You have people that's in your life for a lifetime. And a lot of times what we get screwed up is we're trying to keep seasonal people in for a lifetime.
Right.
And that's we have to be able to differentiate between. And some people they're there for a reason, but they're also there for a lifetime too. So it's just, you have to kind of differentiate which friend is there. That's okay.
I got scared.
So I want to read some of the comments from our other co-host and executive producer of Down on the Table. We haven't seen them in a while. I want to read some of their comments.
They working behind the scenes.
Right. way behind. Cameron Clay says, I don't think you can define success. We're going to talk about success next. It's completely up to you, honestly. People will say you're successful, but do you feel like you've reached that level? Sonya Clay, Mama Clay says, Success doesn't always equate to money. You can be rich and still be miserable. Too many times we allow the world to define what success is based on the dollar sign and the accumulation of things. Success to me is walking in your God-given purpose, living on purpose, enjoying my life, being a blessing to others. I look to my Father to define my success, and if nobody else supports me, I know He has my back, and my family has my back as well. And then Carmen Clay says, I think you can be successful just by accomplishing goals. It's not always about the tangible things. In fact, I don't think true success is tangible. To really be successful is to just walk in your calling and truly be happy. I also think that with true success comes lifetime support. The people that cheer you on and push you to be great are the people you need in your corner. Success is being able to celebrate where you are in each season of your life. And so true. I love all those statements.
That's a word.
Absolutely.
All those statements. I think we have to be careful with success because a lot of times we get so veered off focus as far as we looking at other people and what they're doing. It's easy for me to look at 3 other filmmakers and somebody might have gotten into all these film festivals or whatever, getting all these awards, or somebody might be getting this big amount of money for this film, and I'm sitting over here looking like, well, where's my stuff? And somebody could look at me and say, well, you're not successful. But at the end of the day, I think it all varies. I could reach a goal that I've been trying to reach for 5 years. I find that successful.
Absolutely.
I think just speaking on my personal experience, I think me being able to reach the people and help people that have never acted before in their lives, give them an opportunity, and now they have the confidence to do other people's projects, I think that's successful. I think, because there are a lot of people who never would have acted if they wouldn't have been a part of Victory Productions. Even though they're not with us still, I still feel like that opportunity helped boost them to where they are today.
Yeah, you define your own success.
Yeah.
Success varies. Like they said, success varies. It could be a goal, a simple goal, or it could be something that you want to accomplish personally. Like you said, we can't look at other people. Me and my best friend just had this conversation last night because we was talking about, we're 30. We just both turned 30, and you feel unaccomplished, or you have people you graduated with. They're doing these big, great things. And you like me, I'm sitting at home still staying with my folks, and I get to a point where I feel unsuccessful, but that's because I'm looking at the world standards instead of my standards. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta stay in your lane and focus on what you want to accomplish and be successful in that and not worry about other people.
To me, success is having the ability and physically and mentally to just go and pursue whatever it is that you're trying to pursue. Not giving up on that. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to reach that goal or to fulfill the commitment or whatever it is, so long as you're continuously pursuing it. And sometimes you may have to push the pause button on it to regroup yourself and then go back after it. That's success to me, because mentally you are not trapped within the confines of whatever society tells you that success is, or whatever your alleged friends or family tell you success is. So people will always look at you and judge you based on what they see and not really knowing what really goes on behind the scenes. So I let them keep on judging. I say thank you. I mean, good or bad. Yeah. I say thank you and I keep it pushing.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree with all that. Like I said, I think this is very important that it's important that we make sure we stay focused on our own lanes. Whether it be, not saying that you're going to do one thing. When I say on your own lane, I mean like you focus on your race. For people who run track, or people who, I like to use this example, the one on the Olympics, when they was they was doing the race, and the guy from the U.S., he was in the lead. He was running. He happened to look to the side, and that's when Usain just like took off, and then Usain ended up winning the race. So it's like he lost focus because he looked in somebody else's lane. A lot of times we lose focus on what we're trying to do. We can't be successful in our own journeys because we're so busy looking at everybody else's, focus on everybody else's journey.
Right.
Like I said, you don't know, like you said, you don't know how long it took somebody to get to this point. You could just be starting out doing spoken word, Just because you just met such and such don't mean they just started out too. They could have been doing it for 10 years, getting that break.
Right.
And you may think you're better than them.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know how much work they've been putting in to get to where they're going.
You don't know their 10,000 hours.
Exactly. So you have to stay focused on you. And I definitely agree that I think success varies with everybody. You have your own definition of success.
Absolutely.
So I think that's very important.
And be your own competition. Don't compete with other people.
Absolutely.
I mean, please don't.
Yeah.
You would drive yourself crazy, and you would never be satisfied.
Absolutely.
Because then, like, let's say you perceive yourself as to supersede them, then now it's going to be the next person you compete with.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a never-ending cycle.
I always say I'm my own competition.
Yep.
And I have to especially repeat that here in Augusta. Because people just don't get it sometimes.
They don't.
I'm just saying, just keep it at 100. People don't get it. Like I said, I compete against me daily. I want to be better than what I was yesterday.
Right.
I'm not competing against this filmmaker, this playwright, this whatever. It's Carlton versus Carlton.
Right.
I'm on my Usher Raymond. He said Raymond versus Raymond. That's how I feel about myself. I'm competing against myself. How can I be better?
Right.
As an individual, mentally, physically, career-wise, emotionally, spiritually, all that stuff. How can I be a better person?
Right. Absolutely.
That's a word.
Yeah. So. And
sometimes getting to being that better person is cutting loose those people who are dragging you down.
Come on.
Yep.
So, that's a start. You have to step in that mirror and look and see the flaws in you. And you could be attracting some toxic people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Had that revelation. Shout out to 2018.
It's real life, though.
It is.
It's real life.
And I am seriously on a no new friends clause. Don't approach me. We cannot be friends. No.
And that's fine. You don't need new friends. I feel like we're at that age where we have the friends we're supposed to have.
Yeah. Especially me.
Yeah.
I'm ancient. 40, I'm knocking on your door. So, yeah, absolutely. No new friends. No ingenuine. I don't even know how to say it. No people who aren't genuine.
Right.
And focusing on ourselves.
Yes.
That's the goal.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we want to thank you, friends, for joining in on the dining room table.
Yes.
Thank you to our friend, Saw Jules, for joining us
Thank
here
you.
on the dining room table.
And thank you to you, friends, for having me.
We'll be back next week talking about a whole new topic. If you guys have topics that you guys want us to talk about, please send them in to either me, Kendra, Carmen or Karen. They can give us some topics too. So send them in. We would love to have you. And if you want to be a guest, you have to actually be a friend. Because the show's I'm just saying, the show's called... The show's called Them Plays and Friends.
Yeah, if you're not friends, that's
At least one of us, you know what I'm saying?
Not just Facebook friends.
You have to be friends with all of us.
Oh.
That's the rules.
Oh, Lord.
Oh!
But on a serious note, like I said, if you would like to be a friend of the show, we would definitely love to have you. And on that note, thank y'all so much. Have a blessed week.
Thank you.
And we'll be back next week on the Dining Room Table with Them Plays and Friends.
Ow.
Bye.
I'm glad I made the cut. Friends with all of y'all.
Carmen's stupid. Carmen said, she said, talk about how Ryan got a hold